Hi, I am Val and this is Better with Art, and you must be wondering
How to do that?
to make this animation. It took 159 photos and it took me moving my daughter in a stroller little by little. Every time I moved the stroller, I would step out of the picture and Sophia, my stepdaughter, would take the picture. My husband had the baby and he was off at the sides making faces at Yasmin, the little one, getting her to make faces back at him. Just start recording and we'll take
Take
it.
to the best.
Say, principle of animation. The main principle of animation is to have many images, each one slightly different from the one before. And then you play them back at maybe 12 photographs for each second of animation, or it could be 30 photographs for each second of animation. And this creates the illusion of movement. The eye connects these photos together to make it seem like they're actually moving. Now it sounds like a lot of work, but it's not that challenging to pull off when you're doing this method of animation. If you were drawing 30 photos for each second, that is a lot of work. To make the animation that we just did with Yasmin, that took about 20 minutes. We did it very quickly because it's hard for a toddler to hold still. For the illusion of movement to work, you can't make the photos that different from each other. If I was standing here and then here in the next photo, it would be too different. The eye wouldn't connect them. So I would say for now, you can just kind of forget about frame rate. You can just take lots and lots of photos, each just a tiny bit different from each other. And then after you shoot it, you can play around with frame rate. Decide whether you like it at 10 frames a second, 24 frames a second. Hello! Okay, I think we will take a little break. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna have that orange juice right over there. So, okay, back to animation. How about you try to take 100 photos? I say 100 photos so you don't get stuck in, each particular photo. If you take 300, great. If you take 80, still great. If you take 20, and that brings us to the stop motion challenge. For those of you doing the challenge is make an animation of yourself or someone else doing an impossible movement. This can be done in lots of different ways. The main way is to change position over time. So with the stroller, that was an example. If you're, say, an ice skater, you could make it look like you're ice skating around the house just by moving little by little in your ice skating poses. Another thing you could do is play with objects, like the orange juice I just had, or moving furniture around. Objects can include your wardrobe. Maybe you have different hats and costumes coming in and out between the photos, which gives a fun flicker effect. Speaking of a fun flicker effect, another technique I really love is swapping out the person in the scene. If you were doing that, you would pick an action and in between each photo have a different person appear. You probably are wondering about software and apps, how to actually put this animation together. This animation of Yaz in the stroller was using iMotion, which I really love. It's a free download for Apple products, for the iPhone, iPad, you name it. If you do not use Apple, there's other software that you can use. Lots of options. If you want to learn about the other software that's available or iMotion, then please visit my website, valmagarian.com. I've just added a tab for Better with Art, and there you'll have some notes on the software, but also super useful tips for setting up your animation that will make it a much stronger animation. So have fun. This is a good one for all ages, early elementary through adult. You do not need to have kids for this one. If you are working with little babies or toddlers, just know it's going to be over their heads, and they can still have fun though. Yasmin really enjoyed being directed to make faces and watching her family members run all around. I think that's it for now. Bye bye.